Hey y'all, it's your favorite Armadillo Lord here, and with the upcoming Godzilla Reign of Kaiju set coming out on March 13th, I want to discuss what cards I'm hoping to pull when I get my hands on a few boxes. Now, I need to preface that I'm not a competitive player and more of a collector, so the cards I'll be discussing in this video may not be worth much in a competition. I follow the simple philosophy of, if the card looks cool, I want to keep it in my collection, and if it's valuable, especially if it's desirable by the competitive players, then it's a bonus for me. I'm also using the USV Ultra website to find these cards, so it's possible I missed some interesting cards. Now let's start off with the character cards. For the commons, I like to get my hands on Anguirus, Gigan, Shin Godzilla, Hedorah, and Jet Jaguar. While I don't have much exposure with Jaguar outside of the Godzilla Save the Earth game, the other monsters I've had more exposure with via the movies and the previously mentioned game, as well, minus Hedorah from the game. I'm confident I'll get the common character cards, and if I don't, I like to get Shin Godzilla, Anguirus, and Hedorah to build up my Godzilla collection. While I have a soft spot for the other two, I remember Anguirus teaming up with Godzilla, and I remember watching Hedorah's movie constantly as a kid because I had a limited collection at the time. Moving into the rare character cards, I want to pull the Titan of Terror Godzilla, Space Godzilla, Destroya, and Biollante. The only one of these that I recall having movie exposure is Biollante. As for Space Godzilla, I think my dad brought me back a toy of Space Godzilla from his trip to Japan. As Destroya, I had experience with him in the Save the Earth game, and I've only read about Terror of Godzilla, which looks to be the GMK possessed Godzilla. However, if I can't get them all, I prefer to get Space and Terror Godzilla to build my previously mentioned collection. Now, for the last card, it was tough, but I'd give the edge to Biollante due to watching that movie as a kid and making my inner child happy to have that card. Moving on to the basic rare cards I like to add to my collection, let's start with the Godzilla featured cards, such as Shin Godzilla Arrives, Godzilla's First Emergence, Godzilla vs. Biollante, Godzilla vs. Space Godzilla, Paired Beams, and Might of the Cosmos. As for the other ones, I like to collect Sky Piercing Heat Ray, Malevolent Slash, Flying Menace, Final War, Hadrium Ray, and Monster Swing. For both sets, I'm pretty confident I'll be able to get most of these cards. But in case I can't, I love to get my hands on Shin Godzilla, Godzilla vs. Biollante, Paired Beams, Final War, Malevolent Slash, and Hadrium Ray. Now, switching over to the ultra rare cards, the ones I love to make a fine addition to my collection would be Thermal Flame, Queen of the Monsters, Oxygen Destroyer, and Jet Uppercut. And we can also include Chrono Beam, Burning Fury, Bug Bite, Bladed Uppercut, Emerge from the Depths, Humanity Fights On, and Acidic Sludge. Unfortunately, I'm not confident we will pull them all, so here's the top cards I want to add to my binder. Humanity Fights On not only looks cool, but the -1 difficulty for each Infinity card in my stage looks promising. Emerge from the Depths is another one, as it looks like another GMK Godzilla card, and adding a card from my discard pile is always helpful if I want to use a powerful card. Next, I like to have Chrono Beam because it has Space Godzilla featured on it, and Sealing a Foundation is also very helpful. Finally, I like to have Acidic Sludge, mainly to add to my Hedorah collection due to my childhood soft spot for the kaiju. Ending things off, we have the secret rares, and as of making this video, only 6 cards have been revealed on UVS Ultra, but I'll still list them since I would love to own them all. Power of the Monsters, Sacred Guardian, Total Destruction, Destructive Heat Ray, King Ghidorah Unleashed, and Mechanical Monster. Sadly, I won't be able to pull all the cards I want, so here's what I'm hoping to pull from the set. Total Destruction is something I'm really hoping to pull due to how cool it looks, and its first form destroying all assets, backups, and foundations in play at the cost of the combat phase seems really powerful. Gotta have Sacred Guardian to beef up my Mothra collection, and its response after blocking is pretty good, net gaining 1 card and gaining 2 health. Last but definitely not least, and I really hope to pull, is Destructive Heat Ray, just because of the art alone. Man, does it look so good. And I don't think that dude hanging on the wire ain't surviving that, as well as the enemy I'm attacking. And with that, I've covered what I'm excited about in this set, as well as my hopes as to what cards I really want to pull. Even if I don't get the majority on my wish list, they'll still make a fine addition to my collection. Thank you all so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe for more content like this, as well as my Twitch recaps of my Pokemon playthroughs and PlayStation trophy hunts. Hopefully I'll see you on the next video.